What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that I think I have put off for definitely at least the duration of this entire channel, which is over a year now. But it's a video that a lot of my female followers have asked me to do for many, many years. So here we go. I am doing a full soft glam for you guys. So soft glam meaning this is makeup I would wear out on like a date night, maybe like a photo shoot that isn't like super glammy, but just something that's not relatively quick, but something I take a little bit more time in. I'll go through all the details. I'll show you all my products that I use, and then I'll answer a couple of questions that I know people asked in other Q&As about makeup. So hopefully this teaches you guys. This is my soft glam look. Full disclosure, I am obviously not a makeup artist. This is how I do my makeup. So don't at me if there's something you don't like. This is just stuff that works for me on my skin type, my colors. If you have any tricks or any tips for me, feel free to drop them below. But let's go. This is my soft glam look for you guys. Enjoy. Okay guys, so obviously first thing you want to do, I have zero makeup completely on my face. Nothing, so you could see all my blemishes, all my breakouts. You could literally see my entire face right now. So very first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown. This is a vitamin enriched face base. It's actually a moisturizer and a primer, all in one. So I'm gonna moisturize. I actually just recently got this product as a recommendation from my best friend, Evan, who is also my makeup artist, as you guys have seen in other videos. And I'm just gonna literally cake this on my entire face, my eyes, my under eyes, all that good stuff. Make sure you get your neck as well. I'll show you guys the little jar. It smells really good. It has like a little like lemony smell to it. I really like it. I just got it, but so far so good. Okay, so I'm just gonna let that soak in a little bit. Depending on what I'm doing, I may also do a little bit more of a primer. Only for me personally, I get super greasy. Like I'm oily within seconds, and I'm gonna teach you guys a little secret for that. So if I know it's like a long shoot or something, or if I'm gonna be outside, I will also do the Fenty primer on top of that, but today I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so after that has dried, I'm gonna show you guys a little secret that I do because I am so oily. And this also, if you're not extremely oily, but you don't like after, 4 or 5 hours into the night, your makeup starts looking a little cakey in some areas. This little secret I learned on TikTok actually, and it's been a lifesaver. So I have this Laura Mercier. It's just like a loose powder. It's in the shade Translucent. So what I do is I take a nice fluffy brush and I'm just going to lightly dab it in there. I have my product, and then I'm gonna take the base of that and just kind of get it all over the place, shake it off. And then what I do is, for me personally, my super oily areas are the T-zone, and then around here, and then my chin. So all that I'm gonna do is just lightly dab where that oil buildup is before I do any kind of foundation or anything. I know it sounds totally weird, but trust me, it works. So that's literally all I'm gonna do, like that, and just leave it alone. Foundation next. Okay, next step is gonna be foundation. So for foundation, I am honestly the worst. Like everybody always asks me, what do you use? What do you use? I go back and forth on foundation so much because I am such a product junkie. Like I truly love getting new products and trying them. But right now, the flavor of the week is the Fenty Beauty Foundation. It's the Pro Filter. It's soft matte long wear foundation. I do love long wear and full coverage foundation because I do struggle with acne and a lot of acne scarring still. So I do like a full coverage, and this is in shade 185. So I'm gonna use my beauty blender. It's already wet. Gonna get some on here. And I know it's gonna look a little light from my skin right now because I'm sunburnt, but it'll all come together, just wait. I literally got the worst burn ever yesterday. I thought I'd be good after Mexico because I already burned in Mexico, but apparently my body's like, no, let's do it again. So this is gonna look a little crazy right now. I know it's really, really, really white, but just trust me, guys. And some people love beauty blenders. Some people hate them because they do absorb a lot of the product. But I don't know, I love them personally. I do personally run my foundation through my eyelids. I like it as like a primer almost. And I personally have a lot darker skin around my eyelids and on my eyelids than the rest of my face. So if I don't do it, then it just looks weird on me, so I personally do. Also, a lot of people always ask this question: do you do your eyes first or do you do your foundation first? Answer to that is depending on how crazy you're going on your eyes, because obviously if you're doing like a smoky eye, do your foundation second. But because I typically go for like a softer glam, my foundation is always usually first. Also probably because I'm insecure about my skin, so I kind of like seeing my skin looking nice and flawless before I do my eyes, because if I do my eyes first, then all I can focus on is my skin. So, but that's just me and my mental issues. Obviously, do not forget to blend down into your neck, and also, for the love of God, do not forget your ears. I cannot stand when you could see that nobody touched their ears with foundation. Just don't. Okay, foundation done. Next, we're gonna go into our concealer. So for concealer, there's two that I really, really like. First one is the NARS one. It's the Radiant Creamy Concealer in shade Chantilly. There's my Polish coming through. And then the Too Faced Born This Way. It's a conceal, contour, highlight, whatever series this is. And this is in shade Swan. This is why I'm not a beauty influencer, you guys, because I talk crazy. So for the sake of today, let's go in with the NARS one. Just because I feel like it. Okay, so concealer for me, I used to do the typical draw a triangle under your eye. However, I recently stopped doing that and doing my new little method, and I feel like it really pulls my face up and elongates the face versus making it look very round. So let me teach you guys. So I'm gonna take my concealer and I'm literally just gonna draw a little line going upwards, just like that. I'm gonna use a little bit on the inner corners of my eyes. Same thing here. And draw it up again. I'm running out of this product, so don't mind the craziness. And then I do a little bit on my chin, down my nose, literally running out. And then I do like a little whatever. So now you look like Pocahontas. Okay, now we're gonna blend. This is the important part. Okay, so for blending, I'm gonna take my beauty blender again, and I'm going to basically go upwards with it. You want to create the illusion that the eye is nice and snatched all the way up through your temple. Just like that. I don't know if you guys could see, but it kind of like your eye. Inner, just like that. You always want to do definitely some kind of brightness on the inner corner of your eye just to open the eye up. Just like that. Repeat on this side. And same thing here. Just blend upwards always. Anytime you do anything on your face, blend up. There you go. Chin, we're just gonna create a little light here for some depth. Same thing with the nose, so we have the brightness for when we contour. And then here on the forehead, also to create some light for when we contour. There we go, that's concealer. Okay, next thing I'm gonna do is set my concealer. So I'm gonna use that same Laura Mercier powder. And I'm just gonna take my beauty blender, dab it in there. It's okay right now to have some excess on it because we wanna bake the eyes a little bit. So what you're gonna do, it definitely looks like a lot. It's gonna look crazy at first, but just trust the process. So we're just gonna set the under eye like that, especially set where you put the concealer. And this will also protect you from any, what's the word? Creasing. And then I'm also gonna bake along the jawline. So you guys could see there's a lot of extra product here. That's all gonna be wiped away, don't worry. Just like that. And again, like I said, I'm always doing things upwards, right? Okay, so now that's gonna bake a little bit. And here are my thoughts on bronzer and contour. So two completely different things. Contouring and putting bronzer on your face are two different steps usually. So typically for me, I don't love doing contour and bronzer, especially when I'm doing like a softer glam. So I'm gonna skip the contour part and just contour with bronzer, if that makes any sense. So I have this little, it's literally, I just bought this little contour brush from Revlon. I think it was like $5 at Walgreens. It's definitely seen better days. But I'm gonna contour with this little guy here. So it's kind of got like a V point up top. So I use the Hoola Benefit bronzer. This is everybody's favorite bronzer. I've been using this one for years. I got the little big one too. They make a smaller version, but I like this one. And this is where I contour with my bronzer. So I start up right where my ear is, right here, and I basically work my way up. Remember, do not bronze down, bronze up, right above your cheekbones. So you're gonna get a good amount of product on there, and then go upwards, like so. I'm also going to do my temples to bring it all in together. And most importantly, for me at least, especially for my girls with the big foreheads, you're also going to do the top of your forehead into your hairline. So push it into your hairline. Just like that. And this will kind of snatch your forehead as well. Yes, we are snatching foreheads, guys. It's 2022. Let's snatch that forehead. Okay. So So you see how it kind of all just like brings it in together? And the point of bronzer is to make your skin look sun-kissed, right? So you want to obviously naturally highlight the areas that the sun would sun-kiss. So that would be your forehead and your cheekbones, and then we're gonna do the nose a little bit as well. Okay, so a little time has passed. I'm gonna just take my, I don't even know where this is from, also from like a Walgreens find. I'm gonna take my stuff that I baked and just wipe it off. Go upwards, the same thing with the eye. Just get it off, it's nice and set so you could get the extra stuff off. Just like that. And now we are going to contour our nose. Okay, so for nose, believe it or not, I use one of my favorite pencils that I use for eyes, actually packing on eyeshadow. These MAC brushes are so old, I cannot tell you the number, so don't ask me. But what I'm gonna do is get my bronzer, tap off excess stuff, and literally all I'm gonna do is start right where my eyebrow starts and work my way down to my nose. Your secret here is getting as close in with the lines as you can, because obviously if I do one line here and one line here, I'm creating the illusion that my nose is larger. And we wanna make the nose a little smaller. So let's start right here and work our way down just like this. All the way down to your nose. And obviously this is gonna look a little wild before we blend it in. Same thing on the opposite side. Remember, keep those lines nice and close. Just like that. So it looks a little crazy. And then what I do is I put it on the underside of my nose, just like this. Remember, makeup's all about highlighting, contouring, creating illusion, right? So don't forget the underside of your nose. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take a big fluffy brush that I also usually use for eyeshadow and just blend it in. Just blend, 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 blend. Blend it into your eye just like that. And work your way down your nose, just like that. And now we have a contoured nose. Cute. Okay, so what I did, you guys, I took off one of my lights because my face was looking a lot whiter than it is. Forgive me, I don't do these very often. So I changed the lighting up a little bit so face looks a little bit more true to what it really looks like. It does not look as white as it looked in the previous clip. So let's continue. Okay, back in business. Sorry, that was a little crazy looking. It looked a little like ghost looking. So now we're back. So nose is all contoured. I'm gonna move on to blush. So for blush, my favorite one in the world is by NARS. There's actually two by NARS that I love. The first shade is in Orgasm, and the second one, I'm using this right now, is called Behave. So same thing with blush, you guys. You don't want to put it on the ball of like your cheeks here. That is like a very old school method to do it. What you want to do is bring it up through your contour of your bronzer. So you're going to get it on your little brush and just literally up on top, not on top, but on top, above, I guess I should say, your bronzer, just like that. And again, work your way up always. We want the illusion that our face is pulled up and not sagging down. So there you go, that's blush. Okay, next step, one of my favorites is eyebrows. So my eyebrows are microbladed, but I do need to get my touch-up session. So I am gonna go in with my Anastasia Dip Brow. I scratched off the color, sorry, and it also comes with like a little brush. So I'm gonna dip it in just like this. I'm actually like really running out of this product. So we're gonna go in and do our eyebrows now. Remember guys, they're sisters, not twins. Okay, eyebrows are on. I swear to God, eyebrows make such a big difference. Okay, so that is our eyebrow. Okay, gonna move on to eyes. So my best friend on the entire planet, Evan, he likes to make fun of me because I never do eyeshadow. Like literally you guys, all that I do for eyeshadow is I take my bronzer and my fluffy brush and like dip it in and like literally just do that. Like I literally, that's all I do for eyeshadow. But because today we want to teach you guys a little something, let me actually show you what I do for eyes when I do my eyes sometimes. So I use the Naked palettes. I love all the Naked palettes, so it really doesn't matter which ones you get. This one is the Honey palette and it has a ton of beautiful shades in it, but literally any of them will work. So what I do is I always start off with the lightest shade here. Really pack it on and go in the inner parts of my eye just like that. And bring it on down. Remember, if you put white right here, you're gonna open up that eye. It's gonna look brighter and bigger. Same thing on the other side. I really wish I knew how to take my time with eyes more. But honestly, why? And like I said, I use my foundation as a primer half the time. Like you could use Urban Decay has a great primer, but I just like using my foundation. If after all these steps, your eyes look a little like creasy from your foundation, just take your beauty blender and just dab it in. Like I said, a makeup artist probably would tell you totally differently, but this is what I do because I also don't want to be here all day. I'm not one of these beauty gurus that wants to be in the bathroom for 2 hours doing their eyes or face. So let's just do what we gotta do to look hot and get out the door. Okay, so eyes are nice and bright now, if you guys could see that. Okay, so next step, I'm gonna take my fluffy brush and I'm gonna take the shade, let's go Drip. This this brush usually just used to blend after you've packed stuff on. But like I said, I am not an eyeshadow queen. I hate messing around with eyeshadow so much. So all I do, I put a little on there and I'm just gonna go into the crease of my eye just like that and blend upwards. Blend, 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 blend. Up, 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 always up. If you guys get anything out of this video, it's just blend up. Other eye. I know Evan's rolling his eyes right now. We're not here to play with eyeshadow. This isn't Sephora. Get it in, get it on, and let's go. Okay. Yeah, see? See, and it literally only took like 10 seconds, not 65 hours. No one's got time for that shit. There you go, eyeshadow's done, just like that. Okay, my next thing I'm gonna teach you guys is my little trick I teach literally everybody. You're gonna take Scotch tape, 2 little pieces, and we're gonna do our eyeliner. I know, sneaky. So what I do, you're gonna take your Scotch tape, put it on the back of your hand first to get all the super sticky stuff off. And then we're gonna take one at a time. And you're literally going to, I'm gonna try to record this as good as I can. Literally stick it, corner of your eye up, just like that. Basically think of it if this tape were to meet your eyebrows, just like that. Do the same on the other side. Okay, tape is on. You could do this step before you put on your eyeshadow, just depending on how like snatched of a look you want. But because we're doing a soft glam, I did my eyeshadow first and then this part. Now, I'm gonna take my favorite liquid eyeliner. I use the KVD, I don't know what it's called, just the tattoo liner. And we're going to basically start up here, create a little triangle, and then blend in from the rest of the eye from the inner corner out. So I'm gonna take my liner and watch this. And it basically creates a perfect line. Obviously, don't worry about getting it on the tape because the tape's coming off. And then very gently just go in through the middle. Okay, so check this out. So you're gonna lightly, very lightly, peel this tape off and check that out. You literally have a perfect wing. Gorgeous. And let's do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, eyeliner is literally on. Super easy. That's honestly the easiest and most foolproof way of doing your eyeliner. I know probably people with more steady hands don't need to do stuff like that, but I swear to God, I could never get my eyeliner even and equal without doing that little trick. So any Scotch tape will work. I personally like the gloss finish one because I feel like it's a little less sticky. And I just keep this in my bag just like that. Okay, not very smooth. So next part, my favorite part, which I feel almost starts completing the look a little bit, is eyelashes. So let's go, my favorite part. Okay, so today we're just gonna use some whatever eyelashes that I have from Amazon. My eyelash line, thank you guys very much, I am completely sold out of, so I'm waiting to order a new batch. Totally sold out. So I'm just gonna use these little wispy ones that I got from Amazon. Okay, I feel like this is a part that I get the most questions on, is how do I apply fake lashes? Super easy. So you're gonna take your eyelash, right? I have my eyelash here. And you first wanna fit it to your eye to make sure that it fits. If it doesn't, you obviously need to cut off a little from the front or a little from the back. Just depends on your eye. Because I've worn these before, I kind of know where to cut them. So I'm just gonna cut the very front of it a little bit and the very back of it just a teeny bit. Super, super simple. There's your eyelash. I like using Duo Glue. This you could find at any Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Amazon, wherever you want. I like it in the dark shade. I know a lot of people like using the blue label one, but I like the dark shade. So very easy. What you're gonna do is just apply a little bit of the glue to the band of the lash. Make sure that you don't do it too low, like too much on the underside, because you're going to get it onto the lash and you don't want to do that. So nice even amount. I don't know if you guys could see that. Sorry if you can't, my apologies. And the most important part, you guys, don't just stick it on right away. Let it get a little tacky. So whether that means just sitting here and waiting or letting it just air like this a little bit, just let it get tacky. That biggest mistake you could make ever with eyelashes is sticking them on too quick and then they're falling off and you don't know what's going on. So let it get tacky. And I literally mean like give it almost like a full minute before it goes anywhere near your eye. And second most important step, I always apply my lashes from above like this versus pop like this, because it gives it a nice lift versus sitting low onto your lashes. So I'll show you what I mean when this dries. Okay, here we go. So what you're gonna do is apply from above. Don't just plop it on like that, literally from above. So I start with the inner corner and I work my way out. Don't go from the way out in, go from in to out. So you're gonna take it like this, line it up as close as you can to your natural lash, and then just kind of push them in to set it in place, just like that. You could use little utensils, little pliers to do it, but I'm obviously very skilled in eyelashes, so I just use my hands. But honestly, whatever you guys are comfortable with. And just kind of push it in just like this. Let it dry. A lot of people like doing mascara before they do their lashes. I personally like doing mascara after my lashes are on, just to kind of like bind them together, so it doesn't look like you have two different sets of lashes. Obviously, you don't want your natural lash and your fake eyelash doing their own thing. So I like to wait on that step till everything's nice and dry, and then I go in with my mascara. So let's do second eyelash. There we go. Eyelashes are installed. So like I said, I'm gonna wait a little bit, probably give it like a good 2-3 minutes. Let that glue really get in there, and then we will start with mascara. And if you do your eyelash and you feel like there's a little like glue keeping your top to your bottom, all you have to do is just pull on your eyes and that glue will release your bottom lash. There we go. Eyelashes are on, so let's give it a couple minutes and we will go in with mascara. Okay, so while we wait for our eyes, I'm gonna take my lip liner, do my lippies. This is the NYX lip pencil in the shade Beige. And we're just gonna go in. I like to slightly overline my lips, but nothing too crazy. Also, pull it into your lip just a little bit. You don't just want like a harsh line. So bring it into your lip just a tiny bit like that. Okay, for my color, I'm gonna use my favorite, my go-to color by MAC. It's called Modesty. Very appropriate for me. It's like the perfect dark nude. And then what I like to do, my little secret, is I take MAC's Honey Love and I create a little bit of an ombre lip by putting a lighter shade in the middle, up top and on the bottom. Really pack it in there. That is my go-to lip combo always. Next up, we're gonna take our Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And you're going to combine your fake lashes with your real lashes. And obviously also your lower lash line as well. Voila. And some people do black in their waterline, and then you could also do like a little eyeshadow just to blend it all in, but doing a soft glam today, so I'm completely skipping that step and leaving it as is. Also, if you do want to open your eye a little bit more, make your eye look bigger, white in the waterline below. Good little trick if you want to pop that eye a little bit more. Okay guys, one of the last steps, I'm going to take my Tarte pressed powder, my big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into all the areas that I didn't set with powder earlier. This is just to bring it all together. And now if I want, I could go in with a little bit of highlighter. I don't love highlighter because I have texture on my skin from old acne, so I don't love using a ton of it. But I will use a little highlighter on my nose just to create a little light. And then I'll put it up top on my lip right here. And sometimes if I'm feeling fancy, I'll go in right over here. Not a ton though. I don't love highlighter on me. There you go. So final step, probably the most important, you want to set your face obviously. So I use the MAC Prep and Prime. It's the Fix Plus, and I just get it all on there, let it dry. And there you go. That is your soft glam. So there you have it, you guys. That is my go-to soft glam look. I'm going to take the camera and show you guys in a different light because I know this lighting was a little crazy today. But that is my go-to. Usually takes me a good 30 to 45 minutes to do this look, depending on if I'm adding any steps with any lower lash stuff, different types of eyeshadows, if I want more of a contour. But this is my go-to soft glam. I do this for a lot of my photo shoots. It's my go-to. Face is clean, makeup is pretty, but it's not overwhelming, and it is my go-to. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please make sure you smash that subscribe button. Give this video a thumbs up. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'm sorry I don't know what any of my brushes are because my brushes are so old. It's so embarrassing that all the numbers have like completely erased off my brushes. And I'm filthy. But that is my look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please let me know your thoughts. Let me show you real quick in natural lighting what this looks like so you could get a better look too. I love you guys. Let me know what you want to see next. Okay, so this is natural lighting. I know that probably looked a little crazy in the bathroom, but that is natural light. Very pretty, and this will literally last you all night, all day if you use all the steps that I mentioned. Hope you guys enjoy this video.